Introducing the all-new Peugeot 3008, the SUV that many of you have been asking for. When Peugeot unveiled the first generation 3008 back in 2009, its spaciousness, practicality, and tall ride height appealed to many growing families. Unfortunately, its awkward design of MPV and SUV hybrid turned out to be its Achilles heel. Come second generation, Peugeot has given the car a complete makeover with a more conventional and widely accepted SUV styling. The new car also sits on PSA Group's new EMP2 platform, which makes the car longer and sleeker than before. It is also lighter by some 100 kgs compared to its predecessor. Peugeot Malaysia has two variants of the 3008 on sale. The entry-level Active, which is priced at 142,888, and this range-topping Allure, which is priced at 155,888. The range-topping Allure will also be our main star today. Now, the more expensive Allure comes with a few extra kit that I quite like, such as this full LED headlamps with dynamic turn signals, this shark fin cutout unique only to the Allure variant, and this GT line front grille. This silver trim on the lower bumper just brings everything together to give it a rugged and go anywhere look. On the side, the 3008 comes with a lot of chrome trims here and there. A few that I really like are the ones on the front that connects to the LED daytime running lights. The one here connecting from the A pillars all the way to the C pillars. Now that is unique. I really like these 18-inch alloys with its elegant 5-spoke design. I find multi-spokes on SUVs a little bit too busy for me. I find the rear profile of the 3008 the most aesthetically pleasing part. You just can't miss it from afar. I particularly like these LED tail lamps with line claw graphics, this 3D black trim that runs across the tailgate with Peugeot emblems, and this chrome strip down here. Nice touch. One thing, however, I don't like is this plastic molding down here. It makes the whole car a little bit bulky. I mean, at least it's not in body colored, right? If you've never been in the cabin of a 3008, I urge you to do so, because this is a very futuristic cabin. The 3008 features Peugeot's latest generation iCockpit design, which means the whole cabin design is very focused towards the driver. The highlight of Peugeot's iCockpit design is this, a 12.3-inch heads-up instrument cluster display, and this unconventionally small steering wheel. Now, Peugeot has deliberately designed the steering wheel as such so you could look over it into the instrument cluster. Other notable highlights in the cabin of the 3008 is this really high quality soft touch plastic with fabric inserts, column mounted paddle shifters. I call them paddle shifters, but it's actually just a switch. This 8-inch touchscreen display that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, piano tactile buttons, this electronic gear selector with manual mode, electronic parking brake, 2 cup holders, and the largest center console storage that I've ever seen. If you're like me who likes to place their phone or whatever on the side door handle, you can't. Seated back here is quite easy to get comfortable in the 3008 thanks to this cutout in the front seats that gives me a lot more knee room. Headroom is alright, and the size of the footwell is quite decent too, so I can move my legs around quite a bit. The only gripe I have is the bench is a little bit too short and not enough thigh support down here. Other conveniences include this storage space, rear aircon vents, and a 12-volt socket. Not to forget a center armrest with 2 cup holders. On the safety front, the 3008 gets all the usual suspects such as 6 airbags, traction control, ABS, and the whole lot. It also comes with 3 ISOFIX mounting points. Yes, you heard me right, 3. 2 at the back seat and 1 in front here. Now you can keep watch of your toddler up front and buckle them up safely. In Malaysia, you can't have the 3008 with a powered tailgate, and that is a shame because the tailgate is on the heavier side. But unlatch it, and the gas strap will take over, so that's alright. It opens up to 520 litres of boot space, which is decent for a car its size. The 3008 also comes with a false boot floor which can be lowered or raised. Personally, I prefer the boot floor in its raised position because you get a flat loading area and a bench. If you need more space to carry larger items, you can always fold the rear seats down with this one-touch lever. If you have to carry even longer items, you can always fold the front passenger seats completely flat. At first, I was quite skeptical about the 3008 sitting position because you're seated quite high up, even in the lowest position, and the steering column is mounted down low. But after spending some time with it, it makes a lot of sense actually. The tall sitting position gives you fantastic forward vision, and the low mounted steering wheel just makes driving so easy because you no longer have to stretch your arms up high to grab the steering wheel. It's down low, nice and snug, comfortable. And I love Peugeot's latest generation iCockpit. Everything is placed ergonomically. The screens, the buttons, the dials are all very driver focused. Me as a driver, I don't have to stretch my arms or try to find where the buttons are. Everything are all presented to you very clearly. And because of how intuitive the cabin is, I can properly enjoy the car. Up front, I get a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged THP engine that produces 165 horsepower and 240 Newton meters of torque. Drive is sent to the front wheels via a 6-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 100 takes only 8.9 seconds, and top speed is limited at 206 km per hour. Even though the powertrain is carried over from the previous generation 3008, it's still a very decent engine and transmission. It may not be the snappiest out there, but the way it delivers power is one of the smoothest in the business. And it does not even come with a CVT. The engine delivers propulsion in an extremely progressive manner, and some of you might call it sluggish even. But with a 0 to 100 time of 8.9 seconds, it's not exactly slow now, is it? And besides, this is a comfortable family SUV. Why would you want something that will kick you in the back every time you go on the throttle? The smooth powertrain is complemented by amazing ride quality. Over bumps, the car feels solid, and the well-sprung dampers keeps all the vibrations and undulations away from the cabin. NVH levels are expected from a Continental car, well insulated at high speeds, something the Japanese makes are still struggling with. In town, the 3008 is very easy to live with thanks to the tall sitting position and great all-round visibility, the small steering wheel, plus you have front parking sensors and the all-round camera to help you if you need to maneuver around tight spaces. Of course, if you want to take your pup out for some spirited driving, you can, and the car will deliver. Thanks to a lighter platform, the car is now about 100 kgs lighter than its predecessor, and you can really feel its lightness on these kind of twisty B roads. The chassis resists body roll very well, and even though the steering is on the lighter end of the scale, it still feels fairly predictable, and it will respond to your inputs accurately. Throttle response in its default setting is not the most responsive, but you can always solve it by flicking this spot button right here, and the car instantly comes alive. It will deliver power as and when you need them. There are paddle shifters here if you prefer to switch your own gears, but I prefer to just leave it in sport mode and let the transmission run its course. To sum up the driving dynamics of the 3008, well, it's not quite the ultimate driving machine just yet, but it sure can give the horse and rider a good run for its money. The 3008 also comes with this advanced grip control technology, which alters the ESP and throttle settings according to the driving conditions. There are 5 driving modes to choose from: normal, sand, mud, snow, and ESP off. Although I'm not sure why did Peugeot choose to equip a 2-wheel drive car with this advanced technology, but it's good to know that you can bring your 3008 off the beaten track if you wish. Now time for the big but, the seats. Don't get me wrong, the seats are comfortable and made of high quality materials, but I wish that it came with a little bit more side support, because You see, someone my size gets thrown around quite easily, and with the handling prowess of this car, I would probably need it. So, is this car for you? If you're looking for an SUV within this price bracket that looks truly unique on the outside and makes you feel special on the inside, then yes. But if you want something conventional, something to blend in with everyone else, then probably not. For more information of the all-new Peugeot 3008, do log on to AutoBuzz.my. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Help.